1. Which reading strategy best aligns with adult learning principles for HiSET test preparation? A. Memorizing vocabulary lists. B. Encouraging rote passage repetition. C. Using real-world texts and discussions. D. Prioritizing silent reading drills. 2. When designing writing prompts for adult learners, which consideration is most important? A. Including complex literary references. B. Limiting prompts to historical topics. C. Relating prompts to practical experiences. D. Avoiding contemporary language. 3. What is the most effective way to mentor an adult learner struggling with grammar? A. Assigning textbook chapters. B. Conducting peer editing workshops. C. Emphasizing error correction only. D. Repeating lectures verbatim. 4. Which best reflects formative evaluation in HiSET writing instruction? A. Final essay scoring. B. Practice tests administered monthly. C. Ongoing feedback during writing drafts. D. End-of-term standardized exam. 5. A key principle in adult learning for reading instruction is A. Prioritizing speed over comprehension. B. Integrating learners' prior knowledge. C. Limiting learner interaction. D. Focusing on abstract theories. 6. What is the most effective feedback method for adult learners in writing? A. One-word corrections. B. Highlighting every error without comment. C. Providing detailed, constructive comments. D. Ignoring minor issues for now. 7. How does scaffolding support adult learners in reading? A. It encourages them to memorize answers. B. It progressively builds comprehension skills. C. It limits opportunities to explore texts. D. It eliminates the need for guidance. 8. Which instructional method most enhances writing skills in adult learners? A. Isolated grammar drills. B. Sentence diagramming. C. Process-based writing instruction. D. Emphasis on typing speed. 9. Regulatory compliance in adult education writing courses includes A. Skipping accessibility requirements. B. Including copyrighted materials without permission. C. Ensuring materials are inclusive and accessible. D. Only using print materials. 10. Communication in adult learning should be A. One-way and instructor-led. B. Minimally interactive. C. Dialogic and learner-centered. D. Focus solely on tests. 11. To improve critical reading, adult learners should be encouraged to A. Memorize author names. B. Analyze purpose and audience. C. Focus only on vocabulary. D. Read only summaries. 12. An effective reading assessment should A. Only test surface-level comprehension. B. Focus solely on word recognition. C. Include inference and analysis questions. D. Avoid challenging vocabulary. 13. What is a common barrier for adult learners in writing? A. Lack of personal interest. B. Limited access to technology. C. Weak fine motor skills. D. Over-reliance on peer review. 14. Effective mentoring in writing includes A. Dismissing learner input. B. Dictating all revisions. C. Collaborative goal setting. D. Prioritizing grammar over ideas. 15. Which curriculum element best supports adult learners in reading? A. Only literary fiction texts. B. Highly technical academic texts. C. Contextually relevant nonfiction. D. Classical poetry. 16. When evaluating adult writing, instructors should A. Only assess grammar. B. Consider purpose and audience. C. Focus only on structure. D. Use a generic rubric. 17. Which instructional technique fosters independent reading? A. Silent reading logs only. B. Daily instructor read-alouds. C. Modeling metacognitive strategies. D. Exclusive use of comprehension quizzes. 18. What is a key feature of adult-centered writing instruction? A. Unstructured writing time. B. Frequent grammar lectures. C. Real-life writing applications. D. Timed rote exercises. 19. Which of the following best ensures compliance with ADA regulations in a writing course? A. Online submission only. B. Standardized handwriting tasks. C. Accessible digital materials. D. Paper-only assignments. 20. Effective adult reading curricula include A. Texts tailored to children's interests. B. Content aligned to job readiness. C. Random literary excerpts. D. Single-source textbooks. 21. Adult learners benefit most from writing instruction that A. Uses overly complex terminology. B. Emphasizes standardized testing. C. Connects to personal goals. D. Focuses on archaic grammar. 22. Which mentoring strategy supports reflective learning in writing? A. Restricting feedback to checklists. B. Assigning revision logs. C. Avoiding emotional language. D. Eliminating peer input. 23. What is an effective communication strategy for HiSET writing learners? A. Using unfamiliar technical language. B. Encouraging open dialogue about writing challenges. C. Limiting discussions to class time. D. Discouraging personal examples. 24. When choosing texts for adult reading instruction, one should prioritize A. Popular novels regardless of theme. B. Contextual relevance to adult life. C. Length and difficulty only. D. Only historical documents. 25. Adult learners often struggle with writing due to A. Lack of intelligence. B. Educational gaps and lack of confidence. C. Disinterest in expression. D. Inflexibility in thinking. 26. Formative writing assessments help instructors A. Assign final grades. B. Track ongoing learner progress. C. Enforce rigid standards. D. Eliminate learner autonomy. 27. A HiSET reading curriculum should avoid A. Current events. B. Practical documents. C. Excessive jargon. D. Workplace communication texts. 28. Adult reading instruction must be A. Fast-paced and test-driven. B. Centered on learner relevance. C. Theoretically abstract. D. Focused on lecture. 29. Which writing approach supports adult learning? A. Copying professional essays. B. Writing from personal experience. C. Avoiding all self-expression. D. Standardized essay models only. 30. Compliance in test preparation includes A. Ignoring standardized guidelines. B. Updating materials regularly. C. Bypassing confidentiality. D. Using out-of-date resources. 31. Which best enhances grammar instruction for adults? A. Sentence analysis in context. B. Dictation exercises. C. Isolated drills without meaning. D. Memorization of rules. 32. Mentoring adult writers involves A. Critiquing without empathy. B. Goal setting and encouragement. C. Relying on passive models. D. Avoiding one-on-one sessions. 33. Effective reading feedback for adults includes A. Vague comments. B. Focus only on speed. C. Highlighting strengths and weaknesses. D. Ignoring comprehension. 34. A curriculum aligned with adult learning in writing includes A. Irrelevant themes. B. Abstract philosophy. C. Workplace writing samples. D. Shakespearean sonnets. 35. How should instructors communicate expectations in writing classes? A. Through rubrics and models. B. Using ambiguous criteria. C. Avoiding early feedback. D. By penalizing errors heavily. 36. What role does peer review play in adult writing instruction? A. Reduces instructor workload only. B. Encourages collaborative learning. C. Distracts from formal assessment. D. Hinders personal growth. 37. Which strategy builds reading stamina for HiSET test takers? A. Only reviewing short texts. B. Limiting reading to homework. C. Gradual increase in text complexity. D. Memorizing content summaries. 38. What makes writing instruction adult-centered? A. Emphasis on standardized answers. B. Encouraging expressive autonomy. C. Using fill-in-the-blank tasks. D. Avoiding controversial topics. 39. To maintain regulatory compliance, instructors must A. Use unauthorized materials. B. Provide equal access. C. Ignore digital equity. D. Offer instruction only in English. 40. The most authentic assessment for writing involves A. Multiple choice grammar tests. B. Portfolio of revised drafts. C. Memorized essays. D. One-time timed writing. 41. Which reading instruction aligns with adult learning? A. Emphasis on isolated phonics. B. Use of workplace documents. C. Avoidance of opinion pieces. D. Single author analysis. 42. In writing feedback, adult learners prefer A. Direct, respectful communication. B. Passive-aggressive comments. C. Generic scores only. D. Vague statements. 43. A curriculum that supports adult writing success includes A. Traditional high school topics. B. Diverse and relevant writing forms. C. Solely academic writing. D. Copywork assignments. 44. Which is a core principle in adult reading instruction? A. Ignoring learner background. B. Building on life experiences. C. Prioritizing abstract theory. D. Using repetitive drills. 45. What is essential in peer mentoring for adult writers? A. Authoritative direction. B. Balanced feedback and respect. C. Limiting critique. D. Standardized checklists only. 46. Regulatory compliance in HiSET reading prep includes A. Ignoring copyright. B. Using ADA-compliant materials. C. Sharing secure answers. D. Posting restricted content. 47. Communication breakdowns in adult writing classes often stem from A. Clear expectations. B. Inaccessible language. C. Frequent dialogue. D. Supportive tone. 48. Adult-centered evaluation involves A. Solely summative testing. B. Learner reflection and growth. C. Arbitrary benchmarks. D. Uniform criteria. 49. Which method improves adult reading fluency? A. Repeated reading of authentic texts. B. Timed drills without context. C. Phonics flashcards only. D. Echo reading without analysis. 50. Effective adult writing mentors. A. Edit without explanation. B. Guide learners through discovery. C. Avoid modeling. D. Focus only on outcomes. 51. What is the primary goal of adult reading instruction for HiSET preparation? A. Memorizing author biographies. B. Improving silent reading speed only. C. Developing critical reading and analysis skills. D. Avoiding personal interpretation. 52. Which writing practice best supports adult learners preparing for HiSET? A. Copying textbook examples. B. Free writing based on real-life prompts. C. Writing only in formal academic tones. D. Avoiding controversial topics. 53. How can instructors encourage reflective thinking in adult writing learners? A. Enforce strict deadlines only. B. Use journaling and personal narratives. C. Limit expression to summaries. D. Focus exclusively on grammar. 54. Which feedback method undermines adult learning in writing? A. Personalized, positive reinforcement. B. Highlighting areas of growth and success. C. Providing vague or generalized feedback. D. Creating opportunities for revision. 55. How should reading materials be selected for HiSET learners? A. Based on literary difficulty. B. Relevance to adult learners' goals. C. Exclusively classical literature. D. Length and format uniformity. 56. Which type of writing task is most aligned with adult learners' experiences? A. Persuasive essays on personal values. B. Technical documentation summaries. C. Abstract philosophical debates. D. Rhyming poetry exercises. 57. Which principle is critical when mentoring adult learners in reading? A. Focus on rote memorization. B. Encourage autonomy and discussion. C. Avoid group interaction. D. Prioritize literary terminology. 58. What enhances retention of grammar skills for adults? A. Memorizing grammar tables. B. Completing grammar in context. C. Copying rules without application. D. Skipping error analysis. 59. When preparing adults for the writing portion of the HiSET, instructors should: A. Emphasize rigid essay structure only. B. Use culturally responsive writing prompts. C. Avoid peer collaboration. D. Discourage creative writing. 60. A valid writing rubric for HiSET level learners should include: A. Handwriting neatness. B. Mechanical accuracy only. C. Clarity, organization, and content development. D. Timed completion. 61. How does adult learning theory apply to HiSET reading? A. Reading for memorization. B. Prior knowledge shapes comprehension. C. Passive reading habits are ideal. D. Group discussion is discouraged. 62. Why is audience awareness important in adult writing instruction? A. It allows for longer essays. B. It limits expression. C. It enhances message clarity. D. It replaces grammar instruction. 63. A collaborative writing activity appropriate for adult learners is: A. Copy editing instructor notes. B. Peer review with guided reflection. C. Individual silent writing. D. Grammar worksheet competitions. 64. Which feature distinguishes adult-centered HiSET reading lessons? A. Emphasis on length of passages. B. Relevance to real-world applications. C. Use of fictional characters. D. Avoidance of digital texts. 65. How can regulatory compliance be upheld in digital writing instruction? A. Providing print-only assignments. B. Ensuring captioned instructional videos. C. Limiting resources to one platform. D. Avoiding assistive technology. 66. What is a common challenge faced by adult learners in reading comprehension? A. Disinterest in fiction. B. Lack of prior learning experiences. C. Over-reliance on library databases. D. Strong vocabulary retention. 67. A peer mentoring program for writing should include: A. Hierarchical feedback. B. Collaborative goal setting. C. Instructor-only corrections. D. Elimination of peer interaction. 68. What enhances sentence structure understanding in adult writers? A. Sentence diagramming. B. Model-based writing instruction. C. Rule memorization only. D. Ignoring stylistic choices. 69. To ensure fairness in HiSET writing prep, instructors should A. Give identical materials to all learners. B. Offer accommodations per learner needs. C. Avoid adapting curriculum. D. Maintain rigid delivery methods. 70. What is a characteristic of effective adult reading instruction? A. Frequent rote recall quizzes. B. Emphasis on narrative fiction. C. Integration of workplace documents. D. Sole reliance on textbooks. 71. When guiding adult learners in writing revision, mentors should A. Focus on spelling alone. B. Use praise-only feedback. C. Encourage rewriting with purpose. D. Avoid peer sharing. 72. Which technique strengthens argument development in adult writing? A. Memorizing thesis statements. B. Using evidence from personal experience. C. Avoiding controversial issues. D. Copying persuasive templates. 73. For test preparation, HiSET writing prompts should be A. Randomly selected. B. Timed and rigid. C. Culturally relevant and clearly structured. D. Lengthy and academic. 74. Effective reading evaluation for adults includes A. Vocabulary recall only. B. Inference, synthesis, and application. C. Silent timed reading. D. Grammar-only focus. 75. What fosters a supportive writing environment for adults? A. High-stakes testing. B. Instructor-led critique only. C. Encouragement and collaboration. D. Passive submission of drafts. HiSET Language Arts Test Reading and Writing. The HiSET Language Arts Test Reading and Writing is designed to assess a test taker's proficiency in essential literacy skills needed for college or career readiness. The reading section evaluates the ability to understand, interpret, and analyze a variety of literary and informational texts, including passages from fiction, nonfiction, and workplace documents. The writing section measures a candidate's ability to edit and revise written text for clarity, grammar, and structure, as well as to compose a well-organized argumentative essay. Together, these components assess critical thinking, effective communication, and command of standard English, skills necessary for academic success and everyday adult responsibilities. Here are the top 5 beneficial uses of the sample exam. 1. High School Equivalency Credential. The HiSET Language Arts test enables individuals to earn a recognized high school equivalency diploma, opening doors to employment and educational opportunities. 2. College and career readiness. The test measures essential reading and writing skills needed for success in college coursework and workplace communication, such as analytical thinking, essay composition, and textual interpretation. 3. Improved communication skills. Preparing for the test enhances grammar, vocabulary, and written expression, helping adults communicate more effectively in both professional and personal settings. 4. Pathway to higher education. Many colleges and training programs accept the HiSET as proof of high school level proficiency, making it a stepping stone toward advanced degrees. 5. Boost in self-confidence and lifelong learning. Successfully passing the test promotes a sense of achievement and can reignite a learner's motivation to pursue further personal and professional development.